Okay, so a friend of mine asked me to
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
go ahead and
Classified information requested.
show the character creation menu, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I know it's kind of in the middle of the game, but you know, you can always watch this first. So I haven't uploaded videos. I've been sick for a while. It gets cold even where I live. Alright. So here,
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
alright, so you have a choice of either creating, this is kind of the default Commander Shepard, creating a completely new ID, right? Or you can actually, once you finish the game, you can pretty much do a second run through of of your character, and with all your levels, skills, and equipments intact, just you can go ahead and make different choices throughout the game. So we're going to go to enter a new ID, right? Custom male, custom female, right? Quick start. These are both pretty much defaults. I'm going to go with, I guess, custom male, since I imagine most people.
Please log in to access your profile.
Alright, you can change your name. Yeah. Now the last name is Shepard because obviously because of the voice acting, you always have to keep the last name Shepard, but you can. Oh no!
Data corruption detected.
Data corruption. Actually, this always happens whenever you create your own custom.
Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Alright, so your pre-service history, this is kind of, you get to choose the backstory for your character. This has a minor influence on your morality. You know, throughout this game you can make, like, good or more ruthless decisions, which has certain effects on the game. This has a minor effect on it. There's one part in the beginning where if you really want to get this decent pistol early on, you have to go all renegade, but it doesn't make that huge of an impact. Alright, so basically you have your spacer, pre-service history. This is both your parents were in the military and you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonists, right? You were born in a colony, then raiders killed the place, or destroyed and slaughtered your family and friends. Later saved by the Alliance military, and then you enlisted. And Earthborn is that you were an orphan, pretty much raised on Earth, which is like overcrowded and stuff at this point in time. It's like kind of the slums. I believe the default is colonist, right? And this gives you Paragon points, which is like your good alignment points. Earthborn gives you Renegade points, and colonist is a mix of both.
Confirm psychological profile.
Actually, I believe
Confirm
the default is
confirm psychological
Earthborn.
profile.
So this is more your personality, right? Sole survivor. I'm just going to go ahead and read. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torment and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all of those around you fell, and now you are left alone to tell the tale, or something like that. And this actually, the choices that you make, both your pre-service history and your psychological profile, different events happen, right? People will recognize you from your past based on, you know, what you did, so on and so forth. War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risk your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Finally, ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. Alright, so the way that the morality is supposed, it kind of follows this guideline. Your paragon choices are when you put ethical concerns above practical decisions. For example, saving a child amidst getting the job done would be a paragon choice, right? Saving a child, if it puts your mission at risk. Whereas renegade would be, it's more practical, right? You leave the child behind and you finish your mission. So I believe Sole Survivor is the default.
Confirm military specialization.
Now this is pretty cool. We have 6 classes. 3 primary types, right? Soldier is all about combat efficiency. You deal more damage with weapons, you can take more hits, and your skills boost one of those. They can also use all 4 weapons with great proficiency. An engineer relies on tech. These are more crafty. You can do stuff like disrupt enemy weapons and shields, but on the downside they can only wear light armor, right? Less defense, less hit points, but you do get more shields, and you're only really proficient with pistols, which actually aren't that bad in all honesty. They're pretty good, so it's not like you're crippled, but you don't have the diversity of switching between 4 weapons. Adept is biotic background, and biotic is kind of like your magic in other games. They do stuff like lifting opponents, creating balls of energy to throw at other people, create like this graviton warp thingy that sucks everybody up and disables them. So these 2 are your more skill based, right? They rely more on skill, like skills, not actual like gaming skills, but class skills as opposed to weaponry and brute force. Not to say that soldiers are boring, because they have certain skills that make it exciting as well. And here are your hybrid classes, right? Your infiltrator has a bit of combat and tech. Now, just so you know, it says the tech, this is more tech heavy for offense, but actually it has your more defensive combat skills compared to your Vanguard, which pretty much has offensive biotic skills and offensive combat skills, but not really the defensive skills of either. And your Sentinel is actually one of my favorite classes to play. It's the class that I play in the Let's Play. You have both tech and bionic abilities, but you don't even get pistol proficiency, which kind of gimps you in that sense, but in reality you have so many different skills and such diversity that you don't really need it. So all the classes are pretty balanced. It's all about what you taste, what's cool. Obviously things like if you were biotic, it goes into the story where why you're all glowy and stuff. It goes into that in the story, so you have some more dialogue options, but overall there's no real benefit of going for one class or another, other than your skill-based classes tend to have a little more trouble early on, just because, you know, skills get infinitely stronger the more that you have. But since you're starting out, you don't have very many, and you know, you can just focus with soldier and become really strong early on. Soldier or infiltrator, or, you know, anything with the combat specialty. The default is soldier, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it with that. Now, once you've played through the game and gotten certain achievements, you can actually add bonus talents. Right? Even though I'm a soldier, I have the ability to use any of these. I'm going to go ahead and go with medicine.
Confirm
just because.
facial identification.
Alright, so this is the default appearance. You can actually change how you look. There are a couple presets. Alright, I think I've cycled through them all. Yeah. Okay. Facial structure, right? You can change the basic structure of the face. Skin tone. Whatever you may like. Complexion. And there are actually mods which can change this. Scars. I'm just going to go through this. Head, neck thickness, if you want to be like a bulldog. Face size, yeah. Cheek width. Cheekbones, how pronounced they are. Cheek gaunt. Hopefully you can see. If you're on the lower resolution, you may not be able to see that, but you know, once you actually play the game. Ear size. Ear orientation. And flap them. Okay. Eyes. Eye shape. Different shapes. Eye height. Up, down. Eye width. How far apart they are. Eye depth. You can't really see it unless you turn to the side. Eye depth. Ah, now you can see it. That's kind of freaky. Okay. Brow depth. Okay, brow height. Iris color. Look for, okay. Different colors. You may not be able to see it. There's like blue, green, hazel, even violet. I think violet looks pretty cool. And then jaw, chin height, chin depth, chin width, jaw width, mouth shape, mouth depth, mouth width, lip size, mouth height, nose, got some presets there also, and hair. Hair is always fun. I wish there were more options for hair. Get like one of these going, brow, hair, no hair, get like a Justin Bieber thing going. Buzz cut, bald. I think somebody made like a Bruce Willis looking shepherd. That's a bad example to show hair color. Okay. Darker, lighter. The blonde isn't too good in this game. In Mass Effect 2, they got a little better with it. Alright, facial hair colors. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, so even screwing around, I was able to make a somewhat realistically looking character. I don't know, the blonde just is a little too much for me, anyway. Yeah, so something like that. Alright,
Profile reconstruction
finalize.
complete.
Now, everything here, accept, confirm.
Identification confirmed.
You can change the difficulty, all of that, and I will show you the opening sequence. As you can see, it's different from the sequence that I actually ended up going with. You can see how it changes.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for himself.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Alright, and the rest of this you have seen the actual Let's Play. And I'll stop right when you see, come on, you can do it. Have a good day, everyone.